We are live for a rally of thousands of activists who are in Washington to address issues that affect gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender Americans.
Welcome to the National Equality March!
And the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
When they said we wouldn't be here, here we are!
We founded GLSBT in 1995 in response to a student complaining to the administration.
It's a great community. Everybody is very thoughtful and also passionate.
Well, I'm bisexual and I had a really hard time when I came out. I got a really negative response.
I have a lot of friends who are gay. I have family members who are gay. So the concept of loving someone of your sex has always been a normal concept to me. And when I found out there was an issue around it, I didn't get it. I was like, why? Why? That's normal.
I mean, I would say it's just one of the really basic human rights is right to love who you want to love.
I do as much as I can to fight for those rights, and so to start on a small scale, just having a safe space and a great community for gays, lesbians, transsexuals, bisexuals, straights at my school is really important for that.
Combating homophobia both in the school community and the community at large is a mission of the group, and we try to do that, and things like going on the Equality March this fall was one of the ways that we can do that.
I rounded the corner and it was just like this, wave of just like love. It was just love everywhere, and it made me feel so safe.
And then when we got to the Capitol, we thought that we were like early, and then we got there and there were so many people there, and it was just amazing to see the turnout, because like when I heard about it when it was starting, nobody thought that like people would come. And then we were talking to people from like Florida and from Texas and all over. It was amazing.
A few of us looked up and we saw this rainbow.
And it was just so amazing, since a rainbow is a symbol of gay equality and the whole gay movement, to have this rainbow appear over the crowd right when our march was kicking off.
When I saw that, I was like, okay, everyone who says like you can't be gay because of religious reasons, I was like, take that. It's like, God is okay with this.
Suddenly the entire crowd goes up in applause and cheering. That, for me, was the march.
The GLSBT has been very active this year, not only because of the Equality March, but also we had a little encounter with an anti-gay group that came and protested in front of our school.
Well, we heard from this group's website that the school administration found out that they were going to be protesting the school.
The community was very, very determined to send a message.
Letting these people show up on campus unchallenged both would make people feel unsafe, because it didn't look like there was anybody standing up to them. It was just that they were being ignored.
It was wonderful the way the group came to a consensus agreement on what the answer would be, of holding up a series of signs that spelled out a phrase, "There is that of God in everyone," which is a wonderful way of opposing the message of this group, which is that God hates fags.
It seemed to me like the best message we could have sent, because it's not only showing what the community thinks, it's also sending some kind of unity as a school, saying this is who we are, this is what we do, this is what we believe.
And we stood in silence, in solidarity. It was pretty wonderful. We got waved at by a lot of cars, There was a guy who almost missed his bus because or actually I guess he did because the bus drove past him because he was saying thanks to us.
We had no idea how big the counter protest was going to be. And there was, 150 students at least showed up.
There were so many kids there. There were so many students that I didn't expect to be outside protesting this hate.
I thought it went really well, much better than I expected.
But we are just an example of a movement that is being led by our youth.
It has always been the role of young people to ensure that equity and not intolerance governs our laws and our lives. And our generation will stop at nothing less than equal protection under the law for each and every American.
Back when we still had slavery, it was illegal for black people to marry each other. That was completely illegal. Now we crossed that path, and it's like insane to even think that ever happened. And then up until the 70s, it was illegal for a white person to marry a black person, and that wouldn't be recognized, which now we think is ridiculous too. And I think that's just a matter of time before we get like marriage equality everywhere. And when that happens, I think it's going to be laughable that we even had this debate.
The only thing that's going to help is time and the effort of small committed groups of citizens, to quote Margaret Mead.
I think the new generation is going to step up and say, this is the world we want to live in, but they're also going to have to tell people to take their time and not get angry, because the last thing we need is more angry people. We need more supportive people.
My generation, the generation even, years before me and of course to come, seems to be, it seems to have a theme of openness and just sensible kind of things about valuing human beings.
The movement is huge, and there's so much support, and we're already seeing, individual states legalizing gay marriage.
But I think that we're making significant strides as it is towards accepting gay people. Certainly raising a lot of awareness, which is also happening, really helps. And I think that hopefully by the time I die, at least we'll have equality everywhere.
I promise you today that it will be the LGBTQI youth and their straight allies that will bring us the equality that is so long overdue. Young people, I see the light in you. So if you agree with me, stand with me and applaud them and thank them for what